Long day lay me low. Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what? Yeah. You know I be on a what? Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what? Yeah. It's all hard, ain't no fear here. You ain't giving this to all, you steer clear. Never beat, I've been down and I reappear. You got some money on the line, you better put it here. Rolling in and doing that work.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Jason Bassam here on Hinged Entertainment. Creator of Absolute, co-creator, Frog G, co-founder of Unhinged Entertainment. I should be on the right microphone. Anyway, welcome. Let's move this up a little bit. There we go. See the beautiful baldness. All right. So yeah, just gonna talk a little Frog G. Do a short little stream, little update stream. Say where we're at. Man, we have to get in frame. We got a couple people popping in here. Yo, what's up, Kevlar? How you doing, my friend? Welcome, sir. Welcome. Good to see you. And we got Fanta. Hello, Fanta. Welcome. Good to hear Johnny Depp won. We all knew he would. It's good news for everybody, I think. Justification, you know, and all that good stuff. And hey, what's up, Shannon? How are you? Yeah, thank you for joining us on the Facebook side. I am streaming over to Facebook and Twitch. I don't really get to stream the Facebook all that often, but I like to do the updates for Facebook too. That way, you know, anyone can watch the replay over there and, you know, see what's going on with the campaign, see if they want to sign up, stuff like that. If they're interested, hopefully you are. Did have a early start today, had some running around to do. I'm gonna burp here in a second. Oh, get some fajitas. Oh, pardon me, there it is. All right. Yeah, had some running around to do, and you know, took care of all that. We did get to the comic shop today. I don't have much in my poll, but I was waiting for the guy to get back, the manager to get back from wherever he was. So I was browsing, which I don't normally do, and I picked up this pretty cool Batman Joker cover here. You know, in Detective Comics. I just bought it because of the cover. To be honest with you, I thought that was a cool concept of him having his face ripped off, just menacing. But the most important thing that I got today at the comic shop, I mean, y'all are going to be envious. You're going to be jealous. You're going to be like, Jason, I need a copy of that. And I'm going to be like, sorry, limited edition Super Pets. Super Pets are very... I know what you're thinking. How did you get that? Trade secrets. Got to have an in, got to have a no. You know, you got to have a little one-on-one, little. Sometimes, you know, you get groomed by the comic shop owner, and that's the bribery. You have to blackmail him. Like, dude, I need Super Pets. What did you say? I need Super Pets in my life. Right, Fanta. Yes. Yeah. Got Matt in here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm all right. No complaints. Not really. I mean, we could, but there's no point. You know, I mean, it's trivial stuff almost. Yeah. Hey, Pex, what's going on, sir? How you doing? Yeah. I'm just highlighting everybody here. Sorry, Matt. I don't know what Matt happened. I mean, I'm mainly just highlighting the chat, seeing who's here. Amanda B, how you doing? Welcome, Amanda B. We love the Amanda B. Everybody go check out Amanda B and Jim Cox's show. I do believe Amanda's modded. She can drop the link. If you're not, Amanda, it's Chaos Gate. I'm so sorry. I always forget the name of it, but I tune in and I like it. I think they stream today. Or is it tomorrow? I think you stream on Sundays. So everybody go check it out. I don't know if you still are on with Leroy in the chat. So everybody go check them out. So yeah. Yeah, so it was a good day. It's nice out, you know, a little chilly in my taste. I would like it to be like 10 degrees warmer. But you know what? It is what it is. And like I said, I got an early start. I usually don't wake up before 2. in the afternoon. So yeah, yeah, Shannon's here. So yeah, so just gonna talk a little Frog G, but I don't want. Why not? Drop it. Drop it. You get the few people that do watch, which I'm very appreciative for. I know you can be anywhere and you're here, and I thank you for that. But they make me like, hey, they Amanda B and Jim Cox, they talk about comic books and the crowdfunding scene, and they talk about books that might need a little more attention, or maybe why they're not funded yet, or maybe they deserve more funding, or things they could do to fix a page, or why this page might be successful. It's good stuff. Everybody should go check out their channel and drop the link, Amanda. Just do it. Just do what I say. Yeah, I'm not wearing headphones today, actually, which is weird. I normally no chat tonight. Okay. Yeah, but I do know that Amanda is over there on Leroy's channel as well, and they do the chat. So, but Lord Crackhead also streams on Saturday nights. Everybody go sign up, sub to Lord Crackhead 33. He does a Saturday night stream as well. So a lot of streams out there. It is getting a little crowded. It is what it is. I mean, that's kind of a good thing. We're getting more people over here, more people in our scene, in our area, and in the indie scene. And I love the indie scene. You could do what you want, and you can make fun, cool content and have fun and get to know everybody, fans and creators. I've gotten to know a lot of fantastic creators because of being here, and meet some of my idols and actually hang out with them. And I'm really fortunate. This is amazing. So I wouldn't have been able to do it without being in Comicsgate or being in the indie scene. So I'm very happy to be here, and I'm happy you guys are happy that I'm here. So we're gonna talk some Frog G. We're gonna talk some Frog G. This is not to be confused with the other Frog books out there. You got Cyber Frog and you have Oddities. Great books. Obviously, everybody loves Cyber Frog. The frog that started it all from way back in the 90s. So Frog G was created by Frog. There's a mod named Frog G, a guy in the chat who backed my campaign on book 2, and in that you could become what's called affected, from absolute become affected, like kind of like a mutant in a way. And you could create your own character and become a trading card. And he created, he's like, hey, I want to be a frog. Of course, your name's Frog G. So he wanted to be a frog, and he gave me the details for it. I sketched it up, and I'm like, I know who I want to color this, because the man is a phenom and very underrated in the comic scene, in my opinion, and sometimes overlooked. But Inkspots, I was like, Inkspots has to color this. I'm like, I love his stuff. Charlie's London, beautiful book. I believe book 2 is out now. Everybody go check it out. And he also did Cash Grab. Book is book's still in I think it's closed, but he did Cash Grab. He's done a bunch of projects, and very, very underrated colorist. And I wanted him to color it up, and he did such a beautiful job. And everybody loved that card and that character. They were like, the fans wanted a book. Like, we really would like to see more of this character. So Frog G, Inkspots, and me, we all are the co-creators of this. We're all in this, and even Frog G is getting a kickback, the guy that created it. So it's created by a fan, and brought to life by fellow creators, of friends of that fan. So it's truly a love project, in love. No, but yeah. So I'm going to share a couple images here. Stuff that first we're going to start off the gate. We're going to start off with is this here is when you sign up on the mailing list. What we're doing is every month that we're in pre-launch, you will get a free phone wallpaper, and this is the first one that went out. I do have the watermark over it, because just in case. So this is the first one that did go out. I drew it up. My drawing method is a little different than most people's, mainly because of my vision. If you don't know, I'm partially blind, so visually impaired fully. Like, glasses really don't help. They help clear fuzziness, but they don't help regain from the blind spots. So I draw like the outlines of the character. So like I would draw like his fingers in the outline of it. I'll put in his eyeballs, a pupil. But all this little cross hatching and extra line work that you see in here, like I do that traditionally. That's all traditional. This one I did in pen and ink, where you dip the pen. I'm gonna get back to the chat in a minute here. I just do want to go over this real quick. I appreciate you all for coming in and watching. You know, like I said, you can be anywhere. So yeah, so this one I did, and then I sent it to ink spots. I left the background blank. Like I did add a little splatter effects, like you can see here. I do some of my fun little splatters where I take the nib and I'll like flick it on the tip of the ink well, or I'll take a toothbrush, pour some ink on. I got ink all over my sweatpants, as I have like specific pants that I wear whenever I'm drawing. So yeah, and then I'll use a toothbrush and flick it, and I get ink everywhere. It's fun. I like to have fun. But I left the background blank and I sent it to ink spots. And here's what I love about this collab is, like, in my head, the way I pictured this image, I pictured it kind of like Thor, where he's holding, Mjolnir up in the air. You got lightning coming down and it's vibrant. So I kind of pictured it like that. I even drew him, kind of standing on a rock here, like he's on top of a mountain. This is where I love. Ink spots will take what I did, and man, he flips it. He just puts some beautiful stuff behind it, or does what he does, and he put this monster coming at him, and it's so cool, because he really loves to paint and draw, because he's a good artist in his own right, illustrator. I mean, he loves to paint and draw monsters, creatures, stuff like that. So he will go in the background here, and so I leave him plenty of room to play with. And I also like to have my own fun. Like I said, I do add some foregrounds. I add what I want, but I want ink to be able to have fun too, and have a booger. Have fun too, and really get into things and be creative. So this is like a wallpaper. This is just a wallpaper. So what the book's gonna look like is gonna be cool, and I will show a little bit of that too. So yeah, so link is in the description below, by the way. I'm gonna go backwards in the chat because you guys have been talking, and maybe nobody said anything. I don't know. So yeah, but yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Shannon. I appreciate that. Yeah. It's a fun collaboration. And we're really excited to send out these wallpapers. It's just something that I mean, other people have done it, and it's not like it's a new thing. I don't know if anybody's ever done it every month they've been in pre-launch, but like some people do send out, desktops or something like that. And people did mention it to me, and Inkspot said to me as well, like, not too many people really put backgrounds on their desktop. Like, if anything, it's like I have Hal from 2001. So not too many people really but their phones, like, they will. And Inkspots has this on his. I have a friend that has it on theirs, and a lot of people in CG, they loved it, and I'm happy for it because it turned out great. So yeah. Oh, you shaved your a little bit. I mean, I shave in the winter. Let me explain this. In the winter time, obviously I live in Ohio. It's cold a lot, very long periods of time. So I will grow out the full beard, keep my face warm, nature's scarf. But once it gets warm out, I do get sick of mainly the mustache area, because you get food and stuff, and so I get sick of it. And so I do like shave, but I mean, I keep the chin music because I've always had. I shaved this off one time, and I'm never doing it again. I mean, I can't say never, but I'm not going to do it again for a very long time. But I like having it. It's part of my logo. It's part of my whole thing. It's just something that. Plus, I used to smoke, so doing this keeps my hand busy. Yeah, but yeah, it gets a little warm, and when you sweat, you get it's kind of gross. Yeah. Yeah, I hope so, Apex. I'm loving it. I'm having a blast. Inkspots is having a good time too. By the way, Inkspots would be here today, but it is his birthday, so happy birthday to you, sir. Don't eat too much cake. You're big enough as it is. We just, all in good fun. So yeah, so sign up for the mailing list. You'll get a wallpaper. At the end of this month, you're gonna get another one. So if you haven't signed up, and you sign up now, let me see if this is somebody that I have to invite in. I don't think so. I don't know who that is. If you haven't signed up, you sign up now. You won't get this one, unfortunately, but you will get the next one. So I can't. I don't. It's only fair to. All right, you're getting silenced. Because it could be like medication refills or something. you know, it just wouldn't be fair for the people that signed up ahead of time. So yeah. Yeah. There are lots of choices. Yeah. Yeah, you should be able to find what fits you. Yeah, I agree with that. Like I said, I'm working backwards in the chat. I might, if I missed you, if you're new and you popped in and I missed you, I'm sorry. You know, I mainly see people by highlighting them, so everybody knows I really try to welcome everybody that comes in and say hi to the new people. And okay, I'm kind of caught up. Let me highlight the last comment here, and then we'll go over the next. We'll look at the next image. Can you post the link here for the sign up? Yeah. If there's a mod in the chat, can you please post the link for Frog G, Voodoo Gods of Magic? If you're on Facebook, the link should be in the description. So yeah, sorry, I'm not catching a cold or something, but I don't think so. So yeah, but if a mod could drop the link, I'd appreciate it for Shannon. Oh, you're not on YouTube. Oh, that's right. Hold on, let me take care of you real quick here, Shannon. You're on the Facebook side. Let me I've never actually done it this way. I've never dropped the link in a Facebook chat. I'm going to go ahead and try it. We'll see what happens. You know, this is our first time for everything. Baby steps, as Bob would say. You know, baby step to the elevator, baby step. And of course now it's taking forever to load. I'm just going to copy it. It's the right one. All right, we're going to copy that. And then we're going to go over to Facebook. Yeah, so, you know, check, you know, and share the campaign out. If you can't, like, you know, well, I'm not running, but I was say if you can't back right now. Let me go in here. So yeah, but share the link out, you know, of the Frog G and of this channel also. You know, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'd appreciate it. You know, the more subscribers we get, the more eyes I get on campaigns. And other projects, because I do also like to talk about other great projects out there like Fiendish. It did close with number 2's coming out. Goblin Girl, oh, beautiful book. So yeah, all right, I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to try to drop the link in the chat. I'll reply. I wonder if that works. Write a comment. There we go. Let me paste it. There we go. Okay, I think I did it successfully. And yes, I did. All right, so I dropped the link in the Facebook chat for you, Shannon. So thank you very much. If you sign up for that, I appreciate that. That'd be awesome. That'd be really cool. So yeah, so that's the, like I said, that's the first wallpaper that Ink and I did. So yeah, and so here, this is a panel, actually. I showed this off on Red Valkyrie, so I'm not like, you know, this isn't a spoiler or anything like that. It's just to show, once again, what Ink Spots does. I should have pulled up the line art, but Jason's, you know, not too bright. But anyway, I see. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. You're very welcome. So yeah, so once again, like I will draw up, you know, him, you know, and he's kind of yelling at somebody here. And you can see I even drew like a little finger wag, like he's yelling. So yeah, he's not very happy. This, by the way, is Jeremiah. This is Frog G. So this is him in human form. So what happens is this isn't a spoiler, this is the pitch, this is what happens to Frog G. He gets cursed by a voodoo priestess, and he has to go, you know, he seeks her out so he can remove the curse and win back his humanity and the woman he loves, you know. So, and he goes on this journey, this adventure to try to become a human again. So this is him. He's scolding someone here. And now, once again, I drew him, you know, I like this outline area here. I'm pointing at it. I don't know if you can see my cursor, the magnifying glass. Like that was digital. I usually do go over it again with a traditional, like a micron or like a brush pen. Let me show you what a brush pen is. That's not a brush pen, Jason. Well, I don't have nothing here. I don't know what it is. It's all chaos. All right. This is a brush pen. So like you get a pen here and it has like a little tip on it, and it kind of acts like a It's very flexible. I don't care if it ink on me. So yeah, so it's very flexible. So it kind of acts like you got ink on a brush. So they're very nice that you can carry them around in your pocket. But so yeah, so I'll sometimes outline it with that if it needs to be a thicker area or something like that. Like I think I did that with his fingertip here, where I outlined it with that to thicken it up. So yeah, but I'll go in and then I'll just do my crosshatch, add my details, and even hard shadows, like the black areas here. What I'll do is I'll take that brush pen, I'll make like a dot, and I'll smear it to add a gradient. And I do fun stuff like that. Now, I just drew him. So once again, there was a border there and blank space in behind it. And ink spots, he does what he does. I'm like, I trust him completely, and he will show me something like after he's done. He's like, hey, what do you think of it? But he just doesn't have and just do things like screw you, Jason. And I'm the same way. If I draw something and I send it to ink spots, I'm like, hey man, do you like it? And if he says no, I mean, I'll go back in and fix it. So that way, to appease Mr. Ink Spots. I'm just kidding. We Ink Spots and I joke around, so excuse me while I sip my coffee. Which, by the way, I forgot to turn the burner on, and I had to help my mother take some plants home from her work. Yeah, so my coffee was kind of cold when I got home, so I had to turn the warmer on, and so now it's warming up. So yeah, but ink spots will put in the back. Now, I assumed he was going to put in like the background of where he is, but he doesn't. He one ups it. He puts an art spin on it, and I love it. And that's what I want. I want this book to be creative and fun and colorful but full of art. And like the colors he puts in, they have the purpose. Like if you back the book when you get it, you'll see the transitions that happen. You'll get the mood that goes with it. Ink Spots is really good with color theory, and like here you got this energy coming from him. You got kind of like a graffiti, fiery background almost, and it conveys that anger and motion that he's like thrusting out pretty much at it. Like he's angry. So yeah, it's Ink Spots really knows what he's doing sometimes. Every now and then he gets lucky. Every now and then. Yeah. So let's see here. Hey, what's up, Paul? How you doing, my friend? Welcome, sir. Appreciate you swinging by. So yeah, so this is just one of the panels in the book. I don't want to show too many. I didn't want to show the whole page. I don't want to show too many panels out. Like I said, Ink Spots is in here, so I also don't want to show things too much without him here. But this is something I showed on Red Valkyrie, and I think he showed this as well on another stream. So I don't want to, there's no spoilers, but I don't want to just give away too much of the artwork. Here's the other thing: if you sign up for the campaign, you will be getting the first, I believe, 10 pages, colored, lettered, the whole thing, like as a preview, as a download PDF. So you will be getting the first 10 pages of this story later on when you sign up for the email list. There's a whole bunch of good stuff we're throwing in with this. We really are excited. We want you to read it. We want you to be excited about this project as well, because it's a fun story. It's a relatable story. It's about humanity. It's about love. It's about discovery, and it's something that I think everybody can relate to. And it's got folklore. It's got voodoo gods and magic. It's got magic in it, and either gods come in with like the mystical creatures. We're throwing in every mythos from like a Greek, in Native American, Norse. We got so many. Ink Spots is really putting together a great concept with a lot of these characters, and he's doing a lot of legwork. Thank you, Fanta. Yeah, appreciate that. So yeah, so Ink Spots is he'll pitch me the ideas for the characters and be like, oh dude, what if we do this? What if we put this character in? This character will be cool. And he'll even sometimes sketch one up, and I'll go in and be like, all right, yeah, dude, that's cool. What if we do this instead and put this here? And he might be like, yeah, dude, that's awesome. We're having fun, and I think it shows in the end result. And so yeah, so like, and here's another thing that's great about that. There's so many cool things that's going on with Frog G, Voodoo Gods and Magic. Not just Frog G, but Frog G himself. He's a great dude. Everybody go follow him. Link is in the description below on his Twitter. So I'm drawing the book, the main book, Frog G. I'm drawing it and, you know, inking it. I guess the way I work, it's kind of like all ink in a way. I don't really pencil anything, but ink spots is also, and so ink spots will color it. Now we're doing a flip thing kind of with, there's a supplemental. If you're not aware of what a supplemental is, it's often a book that complements the main project. Or often thinner, you know, it's usually not as many pages, but it's kind of like a side story. So there will be a tier with the supplemental that'll have in it, and what with the supplemental, ink spots is drawing it. So ink spots is penciling it, and sadly I didn't. I did a bad. People don't like it when I do it. I did delete some of his pencil lines. Um, oh, excuse me, pardon me, because when I'm, and then I'll ink it, but when I'm inking it and I see the pencil lines under it, it throws me off. So, so here's what this is what ink spots sends me. You know, I mean, they're tight pencils too. These are pretty tight for me. I don't know if he considers them loose or not, but he'll send me stuff like this. This is awesome. Like I said, ink spots is a very talented illustrator. You know, when he tries. So yeah, but he's a very talented illustrator. He's got a wonderful eye for character design, and he'll throw stuff in. Like, you know, back here we got. I'll show you but this is a 2-page spread. So he'll send me this, and I'll turn it down, make it a little lighter, so I can, you know, don't have to get too blown out, and then I go ahead and ink over it and digitally. So he's drawing the supplemental while I'm inking it to add that. He wants me to add my own little flair, my own little style to it, which, you know, I can get a little carried away sometimes. All right, I can get a little carried away sometimes with the cross hatchings and stuff like that. But that's what he kind of wants anyway. So, and sometimes, like, if you can see in here, I'll show you something. You'll like it. You'll like it a lot. All right, like I couldn't fully make out like what was going on here. I don't know if it was like a tree branch. I think it is, or what. But I was like, you know what though? We have a dude that he drew in here, and I'll show you when I put the ink layer back on, where tentacles is death, and tentacles like kind of come out from underneath his robe. You know, these octopus tentacle things. I love drawing tentacles. They're so much fun. So I was like, what if we have his tentacles be there, and he's standing on that? So I was like, oh, that'd be kind of dope if I did that. And, you know, I sent this to Ink. He loves it. He was like, Jason, you're the best artist I've ever seen. I'm unworthy to be on a project with you. Thank you for blessing me with your presence. So that's verbatim. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell you. It was off stream. It was a backstage thing. I can't, you know, don't have any proof, sadly. So yeah, so you know, I put his tentacles in there. So like they're standing. Here's he's back here. Where is he? There he is. All right, so this is Death. If you go on the sign up page, you'll see him. He's the guy with he's got moth wings on the side of his head. He's got like bat wings. They're friggin' dope. And Inkspots put like this translucency bit on him. So cool. So yeah, and then he's got the like bat wings, evil wings, and he's got his eyes are sewn shut, and instead of teeth, he's got eyeballs that'll like they're there, but then they'll like shoot out so he can like see anywhere, and he's got a third eye. Really cool. Really fun collaboration between Inkspots and me. So yeah, so that's Death, and he's got the tentacles that come out from underneath his robe, and that's what they're standing on instead of that tree branch that I thought was a tree branch. So yeah, but this was a lot of fun to do. It's a 2-page spread that'll be in the supplemental, and Inkspots is drawing the third one. So we got a lot going on there, you know. I mean, that's just so far with this campaign. You know, we're gonna have a lot of other stuff that we haven't, you know, we talk about loosely, but we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. So yeah. Hey, Ollie's here. Oh, dude, I'm not worthy. If Oliver, you are here, welcome. Yo, Mo, what's going on, man? How you doing? Yeah, I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Oliver, there you are, my friend. Welcome, sir. Appreciate you swinging by. And yeah, Paul's here. Like I said, I work backwards, catching up on the chat. I know I'm kind of ignoring you, but not. I don't like to. Everyone knows I really like to pay attention. Like I said, the chat. That's the reason why we do we do what we do because we love it, but we love the chat. We love the chat of the fans, the backers, and we do what we do because of them, because we want them to get good quality stuff. So we're hoping that you guys like this and sign up for it. And this is the a 2-page supplemental. So once again, Inkspots is drawing this, and I'm inking it digitally. I do believe this is all digital, so there won't be any original art for this, I don't think, unless Inkspots plans on penciling one regularly one day. But there will be original pages of Frog G for sale on the campaign. So, and this one here, this is a good example of how I work. This is a panel, once again, from a future page. I haven't shown this before, so you got an exclusive. So yeah, this is Frog G. This is Jeremiah, our main character. And the way, once again, you can see like here's the panels I do digitally. Like I don't even over ink these because they're a pain. So that's like a digital line. Look at how tight and crisp that is, you know? Like you could see ink spilling over, fading out and stuff because I go over lines. So like the outline of his head here, let's do this. Why not? I could do stuff. I could have my chair squeak on you. Be loud and obnoxious. All right, let's get a red thing here. Open a new layer. There we go. So like this area here, like I might even like toss in like that, and that'll be it. And I'll like have his head, you know, there. Like the total basic shape of him, you know, I'll have digital. So it's kind of like the outline. It's really no different than if I were to just have like the red line or the blue line or whatever, fade it, print it, and ink over that. There's really no difference. It's just I can't really see blue line all that well, so I have to do it the way I do it. So it just works out better that way. I know a lot of people consider digital cheating. You still have to know what you're doing. You still have to know technique. You have to have style. You have to know pen pressure. You have to know a lot of things. So, but I want as many traditional pages as I can for this book. So I like to do it this way. Plus, there is techniques that I use traditionally that I can copy digital, but it just doesn't have that same feel to it. It doesn't have the same grit that I like. Absolute Book 1 was all digital. So if you go back and look at that, it looks still like my style. Like you can see the grit in there, but it just doesn't have that right like fade. I don't know. Like there's some like these are micron pens. So these are these little pens right here. They're like a felt tip pen. So that's what I'm using for this. I will be using pen and ink dip for some pages as well. But like I can get these fades like where it's dark light, dark light, dark light. Excuse me, a lot easier with a micron than I can with a digital pen. And you could set brushes a certain way, and you still got to tweak things if you're doing things digitally. So you have to know what you're doing. It's not now digital can be cheating. Yeah, if you like take a photo and trace it, well, it's cheating. Don't do that. So yeah, so here he's like, what are you crazy? You know, he's talking to somebody here. So, but this is just a good example of how I work because I print it up and then I add my. I like doing these with the noses, like you know, it's kind of making it look like it's at a color there, which would be red, and your head kind of maybe might fill it in, be like, oh, he's got a red nose. That's because a lot of blood does rush to your nose. You know, it just happens, especially when you drink a lot. He's not a drunk. No. Frog G doesn't drink. This is an all ages book, by the way, everybody. Yeah, so you'll enjoy this book, even if you're 13 or 12, or if you're 40, 50, 60. It doesn't matter. This is a fun book. Like I said, it's all ages. There's no hardcore blood violence in it. Like there's violence in it. There's fighting, but you don't see any gore. You know what I mean? It's like a cross between Spider-Man and Hellboy, with that Brothers Grimm type feel to it. It's all ages. It's not. There's no swearing. You know, it's not going to be a gratuitous thing. So it's something that Inkspots and I wanted everybody to enjoy. So Amanda B can give this to her kid, and she can read it. He can read it. I don't know what kind of kid you have. I think you have a daughter. I'm not sure, but yeah. So you can give it to your child, and they'd be like, "Hey, you know, this is cool. You like Spider-Man? You like Frog G? You know, you like Hellboy and all those little weird monsters you saw when you watched the movies." And some people might want to let them watch the movie. I don't think that was a hard movie. Was it R-rated? I can't remember. But you know, it's like you like the monsters and the creatures and stuff. There you go. So Pardon me while I sip my coffee. So yeah, it is all ages. So like, you know, there's no, like, he's not an alcoholic. There's no drinking, no drugs. So yeah. Yeah, you got Skip Edwards. Yeah, right there. I found you right away, sir. Welcome, Skip. Appreciate you stopping by, sir. Got some great people in the chat right now. I appreciate and I love all my fans in the good way. In a good way. And everybody who really signs up, backs, and shares out. This and all the other great books, like Oliver has Dead Stop out. His 656 Comics, they have Dead Stop out right now. I gotta back it. You know, there's so many good projects out right now. So yeah, there's this scene is great, and I love it. And you know, I like the people I hang out with, and I'm very fortunate and to be here. One might say blessed. One might say blessed. So yeah, so let me see. I think I have a couple more, one or two more. What do we got here? Okay, this one. I did draw this on stream, so this isn't like a like an exclusive or like, hey, Jason, why are you showing that if Inkspot says anything? This is more than likely the cover, the inked cover to Frog G. I say more than likely because I love this image, but what happens if I draw something really cool? You know what I mean? Like oh, this is awesome, dude. This should be the cover. But as of right now, this is the cover. So once again, you know, I draw it up, you know, traditionally, or draw it up digitally with the outline, and then I go in and I ink it. And I like to leave room for ink spots. Let him do what he wants to do, you know, play around. But I did ink it with this one. I inked with pen and ink. You dip the scratch, scratch. That's the sound that it makes whenever you scratch, scratch. So yeah, so I did ink this with a pen and ink. Sometimes I, you know, might add splotches and stuff. So I did have to go in and there's people outside. I did have to go in and you know, digitally remove maybe like a smear here or there. But this obviously will be for sale on the campaign, the cover. So yeah, so that's the cover. Inkspots hasn't colored it yet. He wants to do something really cool. I love what he's thinking. He wants to like digitally paint or, you know, color Frog G, print it out, and then do acrylic paints, watercolors, whatever traditionally in the background. So he's been, you might have seen, if you follow him on Twitter, everybody go follow him on Twitter because he posts some great artwork. He's been practicing with acrylic inks and or acrylic paints and stuff, and he's been really doing some beautiful stuff. So he really wants to put in a painted background. So in a way, we're gonna have two covers to sell of the cover because we're gonna have the regular ink cover, and then we're gonna have his, you know, painted cover. Yeah, Frog G will be digital, but you're gonna still get a Inkspots traditional colored piece with that background. It's gonna be beautiful. Like I said, you've seen the stuff that I've shown already of Inkspot's colors, and you know, he really does a great job. Yeah, thank you, Fanta. Appreciate that. Appreciate Fanta around here. Fanta's good people. So is Mo. Yeah, thank you, Mo. Yeah, back Dead Stop, everybody. I can't wait to back that. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're welcome, Holly, dude. And everybody go sub the Skip if you're watching. If you're watching on Facebook, you're watching on the replay, go sub the Skip. He's a friend of the channel, and he was on Test Your Might. Did a great job. And then, oh yeah, here. All right, so this is from the second to new. You know what? I don't. You know, I can't show it. I can't show the one I just did. I can't. I'm not. I kind of can't. Not without ink. So this is actually from the page before the last one I just did. So this is one of the newer pages, a panel from it, and just to show you once again, you know, how I work. I leave. This one I drew up quite a lot. I still left room for ink spots to really do stuff with a little bit, I guess. I kind of filled this page in. But, you know, you got, looks like you got Frog G sleeping in a bed. If you back the book, you'll figure out why. So, yeah, but when it comes out anyway. So, yeah, but I even muddied up his boots a little bit. He has boots, he got dirt on them. You know, 'cause he's a mechanic. Frog G's a mechanic. He works on cars. You know, his boots are going to get oil on them and stuff. So, you know, I added a little oil there. And, you know, I did a little pointillism down here. I did that little mouse hole. You know, mices. You know, so yeah, I had some fun with this. You know, putting in the outlets for like the chargers and all of this stuff. And You gotta get the foam cords in there. So yeah, so this was a fun one, trying to add a little depth in there and stuff. So, and this one I did do with the microns and the Pentel Pocket Brush Pen and stuff like that. So, and I don't want to add too much hard shadows with this. Like I could have just totally blacked out almost this whole area underneath the bed and added some depth, but I wanted that to be up to Inkspots. I wanted him to, you know, add his own flavor. So I don't want to go into too hard with stuff. And I even, if you look, a little fly right there. Believe it or not, that was on purpose. Well, this is a micron. This isn't like a, yeah. So I'll put a little fly right there. You can see the time. You know, get 2:59. Yeah. So yeah, so this was a fun one. It's kind of just a setup page almost. You know, if people were to back original art, I wouldn't give them this page unless they demanded it. But it's a good page. I'm not saying anything about the artwork on it. It's a great page, but it just carries the story along. Like Talking Heads. Not too many people want the Talking Heads. They want the action, which is almost the next page, which I can't show. So yeah. So you know, that's let me get back to. I want to get back to this one because you know, get a little color up in here. I didn't want to pull up too many colored pages, mainly because I don't want to show too much. I want Inkspots to be able to be like, hey, let's show this, or if he wants to show like a panel on his Twitter feed, you know, something cool he did. And plus, we don't want to throw out too many images out there before people get that signed up for the pre-launch before they get their 10 pages. So we want you, we want you to sign up on the pre-launch. But the other thing with the pre-launch, you're going to be getting a lot of cool stuff with the pre-launch. You're getting, if you sign up for the pre-launch, you get a trading card, all foil trading card, drawn by me, colored by Inkspots. Do I have I probably don't have a sample of one. So yeah, I used to have samples of my foil trading cards around me. I had them in my last 2 campaigns. They turn out great. The company that does them, they do a great job. And so you get an all foil trading card. There'll be a secret perk link. All foil trading card. You get a discount on the featured tier, like the big tier. You get a discount on that, which is going to be like an all-in-one tier. You will get a discount on that. And not only that, if you sign up for the mailing list and you back at like the $25 level, we pick a random person that from the mailing list. We pick a random person from that mailing list and bump up their backing. So you'll probably get the feature tier. I don't know. We have to talk with Inkspots. I don't know how he wants to do it. I don't know if you're going to get bumped up one tier or if you're going to get bumped up. Like you're going to get everything. So minus like original art pages or whatever. So it'd probably be like the feature tier. So free. Like you pay $25, and if we pulled your number from the mailing list, you automatically get like the bump up. So you're going to save a lot of money if you're that lucky backer or lucky backer and email sign up. So you want to sign up for this mailing list. It's a fun project. This is a great project. It's something that the fans really wanted, and I'm glad they did. Yeah, thank you, Mo. I appreciate that. Everybody go subscribe to Skip. He's a friend. So yeah, so it's a fun project. It's something we're developing the story as we go, but not like we have it plotted out. This is going to be more than one book, but there is a full story in this first issue. You know what I mean? Like it's not a conclusion to the actual arc, but it's like a whole it's a story. Like if you read it, you can be like, oh, that was fun. Obviously, you want to know more. You're gonna you're gonna be like, oh, but what does happen? You have to back the next one. Now, I obviously do have other projects in my head that I would like to put out. I'd like to put out another absolute Samurai Priest. I'd like to put out a Samurai Priest book. But if Frog G does well, we're going to go straight from Frog G to the second Frog G campaign. Oh, pardon me. Inkspots and I's whole goal is to do indie books for a living, like sustainability. So we pay our bills, pay rent, groceries, whatever it may be, and still be able to survive without having to go to a 9-to-5. Because if we did that, if we were able to sit down and actually draw, I could pump out a page a day. And let's be reasonable, like a page every other day even. Let's say that. Page every other day, Inkspots can color a good, 2 to 3 pages every couple days or so. We could pump out 2 to 3 projects a year if Inkspots and I were to be able to do this. And not only that, Frog G kickback from all of these. Frog G created this character. Without Frog G, we wouldn't have this campaign. So we wouldn't have all the characters that are developed in it. So let's say Death. Everybody loves Death. They're like, oh, Death was cool. We want a Death video game. Oh, Square Enix is like, hey, we're going to do a Square. Frog G gets a kickback from that video game. Even though it's not Frog G in it, it's a character that came from the Frog G book. So Frog G just has, he's got to sit pretty, share out the link. But he also, he is a part of this. It's not to say if this is like besmirching him in any way, he could even step up and be like, yo guys, I don't really like where you're going with this. Now it won't happen. So, cause this is a fun book and we love Frog G. Frog G's our friend. And Inkspots is, I guess he's a friend. No, Inkspots is a friend. We've all gotten into it. We've been doing the YouTube thing for 2 years almost, at least I have. And 2 years of every day, hanging out with people. And it's every day not 5 days a week. You hang with somebody 5 days a week and you're going to become good friends with them over 2 years. So we've all become friends. So that we don't want to hurt anybody.
Do you give Bixby permission to access your
No.
data?
I give Bixby permission to shut up. Whore. So yeah. We want this to be fun. We want Frog G to make it too. We want like Frog G to get a kickback. Hey, if there's raising the money, he quit his job and just get Frog G money. Cool. Yeah, but we really want to put out more projects. So let's say this does well. We can put out another Frog G, and let's say that does even better. And we are like, hey, I can now quit my job. I can work on comics. So we would then put out like third Frog G, and then alongside that, I could even do like an absolute book. Not because it's an easier or different style. It's just because I could pump out a Frog G page every couple days and be like, okay, well, I'm going to work on an absolute page now. And we could just swing back and forth, and you could have almost 2 campaigns side by side. I mean, fulfillment I would just go through a fulfillment center at that point if it were to come down to it. But it's just something that Inkspots and I are really passionate about. We love comic books. We've grown up with them. We collected them off and on throughout our 20 years of existence. Just kidding. They're all of our time, and we want everybody to have some fun and read some cool, fun books, I love drawing Spider-Man, and this was kind of a good reason, another reason to do this book. I'll never get to draw Spider-Man in my lifetime. Honestly, I wouldn't want to right now. And if I were to, I'd actually want to draw Thor. That was my first comic. And don't get me started on the current state of Thor. But yeah, so this is something we both want to do, and we're both gonna do. Now, if it doesn't do well, I don't want to think that way. But there's backup plans for everything. So if it doesn't do as well, we might take a step back. Inkspots has other projects that he's going to be working on. And I can always just be like, all right, well, I'm going to work on, absolute, we'll put out another Frog G, but I'll work on an absolute book, and, we'll come back to things. We'll see what happens after this campaign, because this goes live sometime this year. Everybody, if you're watching this stream, share it out, by the way. Hit the like button. Appreciate you. Hit the subscribe button. But go sub to Michael Bancroft, because on the 6th, 8th, we're going to be on, Inkspots and I are going to be on Michael Bancroft's channel at 11 p.m. Eastern, and that's when we're going to announce the launch date. So we're going to announce the launch date then. That way you can, put in the calendar there and get excited and be like, I'm back in Frog G. I'm going to save up money, back Frog G. And by the way, we do know that in these trying times, money's tight for everybody. So, when the time comes, like I said, there's a bunch of projects I want to back. I can back probably 1 right now, and there's like 5 that I want to back. So these books, if they get funded, the good thing about that is that they go then what's called in demand. It's kind of like a little store, a little pre-order store. So they don't go away completely, and they could stay in demand. You can order it at any time while it's being made in production until that person who made the campaign closes it completely. So the good thing is like a lot of these books that I'm going to back are in demand right now. So I can wait. I can save up. So Oh, pardon me. And hopefully Frog G gets funded quickly. People can rest their, put themselves at rest. Be like, all right, well, I'm not backing now, but I can back at least in 4 months. Because you only have 60 days for a campaign, and we get it. And so it's just something that we know. But that's ahead of the game. Right now, we just want you to sign up for the pre-launch. You get the wallpaper every month that we're in pre-launch. So if we're only in pre-launch for 2 more months, you only get 2 more. If we're in pre-launch for another 4, I think we could do 4 more months. You get 4 wallpapers. So you get the wallpapers, you get the secret perk, which will contain links for the foil trading card, the discounted perk, and you also can get a bump up. So yeah, and plus, if you sign up for the mailing list, you get the first 10 pages of story free. Download PDF. It's for you to read over and be like, I am interested. Now, let's say you get that and you're like, oh, I really don't want to back it. Hope not. We really hope that this is something you'll be interested in and you'll love, because we're putting a lot of love into it and a lot of time into this. Inkspots, both him and I work, and Frog G, we all work full jobs. We're quote unquote 9-to-5ers. I don't work 9 to 5 those hours, but so we work long hours and then we come home and do what we have to do, but then we get to the art table and we're at the art table or drawing board for another 4 to 6 hours, so sleep is negotiable. So yeah. I'm happy you're excited too, Fanta, and Fanta is a huge supporter. We thank you, Fanta. We love you. Everything that you do. You're a wonderful human. I'm happy we got to know you. Yeah, we appreciate that, Mo. Yeah, people are going in and out. All right. Yeah, this was going to be a short one just because I'm mainly just talking about the campaign, talking about Frog G. Everything is going in with it, like I said. It's fun. We're having a good time. Here's what. All right, you watched this long. You stayed here. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to show the whole thing. But let me do this. This is the. All right, there you go. That's all I'm going to show. This is a micron version of the next page. So yeah, you can see who that is. So yeah, so that's the next page. I don't want to show the whole thing off. I may even add more to it. I don't want to add too much. I want Inkspots to do his stuff, but I get carried away sometimes. I'm like, oh, I can do more cross hatching here. I can do more lines. I'm no Joe Ball, but I do tend to. I like to throw in some lines. My influences really like to do that. They're heavy on lines. So yeah. Yeah, froggies. Oh, thanks, Mo. Appreciate that. Yeah, so y'all got a little teaser of the page after the one with him in the butt. So yeah, so that's a little peek. I thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna end it. Like I said, Inkspots would be here, but he did have a birthday today. So if you want to go wish him one on Twitter, feel free. Annoy him. He is with family. They dragged him away. How dare they drag him away on his birthday? Where's the ending to this thing? Is it that one? I'm probably going to play the wrong thing. I usually do. You get a good look at my ear there. You like that? I hope I cleaned it. I think I did. It says Frog G. It's not that one. Is that it? All the way at the bottom? I could just hit the end button. I think it's that one. It looks like that one. Alright. So, thank you all for swinging by. I appreciate, like I said, it's Saturday afternoon. I know you could be anywhere. You could be hanging out with your loved ones or family or outside or watching another stream or watching TV. And I really thank you. Everybody go hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't catching the replay. Thank you very much. All the things that we're supposed to say, I try and say them. So yeah, and I do appreciate everybody here. Thank you very much once again, and have a great one.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a one. Yeah. You know I be on a one. Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a one. Yeah. It's all hard, ain't no fear here. You ain't giving it, so all you steer clear. Never beat, I've been down and I reappear. You got some money on the line, you better put it here.